for life.
First off, I got to figure out if we have sound. Did anybody hear that intro?
You just figured it out.
I didn't figure anything out. Do we?
We're good, man. We're live.
We're live. I don't hear anything. No mic, no audio. It's not like we've been sitting here for 30 minutes fucking off.
Wait. So do you
I don't hear
can't?
anything.
I have something.
I have nothing.
Do you have nothing? Do you guys have something in your headphones?
I can hear perfectly.
Lewis, can you hear? It might be a
I
headphones
can
issue.
I mean, I can hear you guys, but not the thing for some reason.
But we look good, at least.
No, we look good.
Well, I got to make sure everybody can hear us on the show. Can you guys let us know?
Yeah, they're here. They can hear us.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Mike, you can't hear anything.
I have no mic, no ears.
So
I-
we're
now I got half. You stepped on it.
yes, that's what.
Put those on. Problem solving. Good morning. It's Monday, December 1st. The Anti-Hero broadcast is the entertainment broadcast for veterans, first responders, and all blue-collar Americans. Hope everybody's enjoying the first day of December. It's officially Christmas time. I think we're going to put up the tree at our casa, our 12-foot tall white people tree. Mike's already in a bad mood.
Merry Christmas.
The show is brought to you by Human Performance. Go to hp-trt.com. Use promo code HERO. Save 20% every single month on your testosterone, GLP-2s, peptides, whatever you need for your journey of men's health. They've got it. You can upload your lab work that you've already done into the portal. Waives the $100 lab cost fee. Go to hp-trt.com. Use promo code HERO. Save 20% off your testosterone. And GhostBed. Go to ghostbed.com/antihero. Save 10% on their already ridiculously low prices. Everything from pillows, mattress toppers, cooling patented technology sheets. That's a hard one to say.
It is. It's
And
difficult.
and their award-winning mattresses. If you got to replace anything in the home, pillowcases, sheets, comforters, and if you got to replace an entire mattress, go to ghostbed.com/antihero. That'll tell them that we sent you guys. That'll help us out as well. And Elevated Silence, our brother Jim, go to elevatedsilence.com. Use promo code antihero15. Save 15% off your can for your weapon. They've got everything from 22s to 50 cals. Anything you need, Elevated Silence has. They just want to make the world a quieter place. Did I make that up?
I like it. I'm wearing
Yeah.
a shirt today.
We just want to make the world a quieter place. That is their slogan. I didn't make that up. And so elevatedsilence.com. Use promo code antihero15. Get yourself a can. It's still Christmas time. You can get a can for somebody else illegally. Counterculture Inc. threads. Lewis, I know you don't have an image for this. I just want to let, there you go. Everybody know if you go to countercultureincthreads.com, it is Cyber Monday. The entire store is 30% off. You can get all of our dope ass Counterculture Inc. style t-shirts, Ranger panties, zip up hoodies that are already on sale. So it's 30% on top of the pretty much half off all hoodies. Anything you need, stickers, hats, flags. Counterculture Inc. Threads has it. Go to countercultureincthreads.com. Use promo, or don't even use a promo code. Today only, 30% off the entire store. Want to hit it off with reflections. Dominic Izzo.
So everybody got mad. We got a lot of messages about this, and it was clipped. Sometimes you clip too good, I think. It was clipped very well, what he said. And what he was saying was, if you watched, the point is to watch the whole show.
Yeah.
Can't go off of, cops complain about that 1 minute video that makes them look horrendous on the news. But he was basically saying, if the police come into your home illegally and start to take over, he's saying he supports the Second Amendment.
That's him saying that.
That's him.
That's him.
And here's my example of this. This is the first time I'm going to bring this guy up without going. Psst, psst, psst. Aiden Ross, you know who Aiden Ross is?
Mm-mm.
Massive streamer, was at the White House with President Trump.
Oh, you showed me
Huge.
his video.
Had Paul Miller, the Gypsy Crusader, on.
Okay.
Aiden Ross is Jewish. The Gypsy Crusader, Paul Miller, hates Jewish people.
Okay.
They had a 2-hour dialogue. He was calling him every name in the book. The Gypsy Crusader was.
Okay.
Aiden Ross sat there. Oh my God.
Whoa.
Aiden Ross, Lewis is on fire today. Aiden Ross sat there and let him talk. So that's kind of what we do with Dom.
Yeah.
Dom has his own opinion. Do I agree with everything Dom says? Absolutely not. It was clipped good, but what he was saying is exactly what I just said, is that if it's a takeover, if they come in your house to seize your weapons illegally, if they're there, and we got a lot of people saying, oh, you guys are putting out the wrong message. I got fucking demoted for doing my job. I didn't get demoted for no squirrely shit all these other cops are getting demoted for, like looking up fucking girls and fucking doing all this shit these guys back in my town are doing. I was a sergeant on the road, could have been kicking it under a tree, and I arrested somebody that was doing drugs. Like, I am all about police work, hard police work, pushing the Fourth Amendment to the very brink of breaking it. But we were talking about like a government takeover, tyranny. That's what we were talking about.
History repeats itself, people, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if it is, you do get caught up in current times, and most of us are between the age of 25 and 40 years old, most of us. And yeah, that's never happened, but history will repeat itself. We've been around how many years, Jimmy? Thousands?
The human race,
Kingdoms and government.
6,000 years. Yeah.
6,000 years. We've been around that long. It's happened a time or two.
It's happening right now.
Yeah.
It's happening in Africa. There's just overthrow of Christians. It's happening all over the world. And what Dom was saying was, and he's a little extreme. I mean, I'm not putting him at Paul Miller level of extreme, but he has a very extreme point of view. And our point is to let this guy talk about it, say it, and then we say, oh, well, we kind of agree with that. We don't agree with this. But, I was disappointed in a few people that jumped in there and just assumed that we were like anti-cop, and people we've supported and people that we've been friends with, and kind of being like,
yeah, people were saying you guys shouldn't be doing this. This is dangerous to the profession. I'm sorry. I think, Lewis, you're killing me. You're distracting me. You got everything done that you need to get done?
I mean, it gets here at 10:30.
Mid show is probably not the time to start messing with everything. Anyways, me putting out a social media clip talking about government takeover is not in the first 1,000 things that are dangerous to a cop physically, to their career, to their mental health. So sitting here saying y'all shouldn't have done that, to me, is fucking absurd. To have a conversation and then to blame all of the policing issues on us. And it was I want to say high profile cops that were messaging us saying, hey man, that's not right. Like,
you know what's not right? Unauthorized entry into somebody's home and property. That's not right. That is, I mean, Mike, I'm sure that there are times when you have probable cause to go, I don't have a warrant, but I can go in there. I hear a kid screaming.
Yeah.
Or I see a fire.
Circumstance.
There's always that, but you're right. We in Florida, we have a duty to intervene statute.
Right.
They George Floyded it. It's all about, pretty much reads all about chokehold and excessive force
and distractionary blows.
Yeah, but in that duty to intervene, we've seen it time and time again. There was that video we played, I think before I became full-time co-host. There was that video, that bald-headed dude, jacked up sergeant, and the female gets in his way and was like, hey, stop. Yeah. We have a duty to step in front of so one, come at us with all the, oh, you guys are this and that, but you guys also have a duty to stop your coworkers from doing illegal shit. Yeah. Or you're just as guilty. You're just as guilty if you watch them use excessive force, enter in homes illegally, and do this thing. And I think that's kind of, Dom said it very extremely. I do not advocate for anybody to kill cops when they're doing their job. Just lost a friend.
That's obvious. Well, yeah. You shouldn't even have to say that. That's
but it's like, wild that people came at us like that too.
Well, again, I mean, this is the internet, the problem with the internet in general. There's so many fucking people who hear 10 seconds and then extrapolate everything that they think that they just heard, and it's like, dude, none of that was said.
Yeah. And it's obviously it clipped. I knew when you clipped it was going to be rough. I knew it, and you did what you did, and it's doing its job for social media, which is we're not cops anymore. We're social media people. We're what do Reagan call us? We're influencers.
I will say this to anybody that's ever sat at this table. A lot of people that I've worked with have at one point said, hey man, I don't know about the clip. And I said, nobody would be sitting here right now if it wasn't for the exposure. And everybody's always like, that's a good point. So I do, like I said, any clip that's going to be really bad, I do run it by people. I run it by a lot of people.
The one we thought was going to be bad didn't get any attention.
It's crazy. Yeah, the ones you think are going to be, but at the end of the day, social media clips are there for a preview. they're going to get half the response of people angry. The other half are going to be, yeah, this is awesome. And you're hoping that a small portion of those people go, I like these guys' conversation.
Or
I
let
would
me
like
watch
to
the
see
whole
that.
episode to get all
Yeah.
the context. Let me check it all out.
Yeah.
Because that's what the clip is designed to do, is to get people to engage and then watch it.
And then when you're done with that, you should probably watch the Mic Drop podcast, you know, and like get some behind the scenes shit,
Yes. Yes.
you know, like, because there's a lot more going on. I mean, first of all, we haven't even addressed the fucking elephant in the room,
Which one?
the one that's behind you.
Oh, the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's nice.
it is nice.
Everybody see the wall? We built the wall.
We built the wall.
Yeah. Well, I put a little bit into it.
Spades and trowels and fucking grout.
We almost look professional. We're almost there. We got to fix that one corner.
We
That
gotta
light-
fix Jimmy's
That
corner.
light switch drives me crazy. We're going to get there.
We're doing the best.
And
we
Jimmy's
can.
all whited out because of the light. But we did, in that Dominic Izzo debacle, we did possibly lose one of the boys. And I don't know if he's in here now, but he goes by Double Wide Dan. And he expressed, I can go and try it. Let me just find it. I didn't take a screenshot of it, but I will have to go into the other account. But essentially, he said that he was going to stop watching the show over what was said. Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when we had that conversation between us. I actually think I do have the screenshot that you sent.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it should be in the thread.
Oh, let me go to that.
Yeah. And to, again, touch on it, we advocate for police. We donate. We go to fundraisers. We are not about people shooting police, using force against police. I was very, very on the verge of the Fourth Amendment my entire career. So I understand what it's like to get in houses, get in cars, be savvy with your language, to find drugs and guns. I'm all about that. Me and Dom completely disagree on that. Dom is a very you should do police work this way, and I'm on the other side, and I think you should do it this way. And we've openly disagreed about the hard charging, this version of my law enforcement definition and Dom's version. Very different, but I'm not going to just tell him to shut up or not listen to the guy. And
He's going to have his own segment, because what he does is he brings controversial topics to either agree on or disagree with. But that's the whole point of why people watch shows.
But this goes back even. I mean, if you let me get on my history soapbox for a second.
Go for it.
Do you guys ever heard of a guy named Socrates?
Mhm.
Socrates. I don't know
Although
if
a lot of people call him Socrates.
No, it's from Bill and Ted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Socrates. So I'm dating myself now, but Socrates was killed because he said controversial things. It was like, can we not have this fucking conversation? And that's the point. And there's gonna be people, when you talk about tough subjects, that are not going to like it. That's the point.
it's coming around. Obviously, we talk about Paul Miller. He's very extreme, but there's a couple other guys on Instagram that are pretty openly saying whatever they want. They're
Yeah.
pushing the First Amendment to the very
to the
brink of the First Amendment. But then therein lies the argument. If it just because it hurts your feelings, does it make it
It's
not?
wild that
the
hurts
First Amendment.
people's feelings. Again. All right. So with Double Wide Dan, who has been in this chat a lot, he said, with open season on law enforcement, I think I'm done watching this show. I never get in the comments, very rarely. But if I saw one of y'all's names in there that was that dissatisfied to the point where you commented publicly about not watching the show anymore, I would comment. And I said, bro, we would never advocate for that. And he responded 2 hours ago, never, but you. He goes, never, comma, but you, comma. We have to protect ourselves. Also, I'm not law enforcement. I'm a BW vet. That's the last transmission I've seen. I don't know any of his social medias, but if you guys ever see him in the comments, let him know we want him here. And he was one of the boys.
Yeah. And one of the comments is we're doubling down on our dumb statements. We didn't say anything like that.
But who said that?
Another buster.
Yeah.
Hey, don't say anything, Jimmy.
no,
Don't say anything. But they're here watching. They like us, so they appreciate us. But we didn't say anything. Somebody else said it.
Oh, and
here was my fucking cook part.
okay.
Here was the part I said. people are all on us. Go on the fucking rappers' web page, Instagrams. Go on all these other Instagrams where Black Lives Matter is openly calling for murder of law enforcement and all these people. Get big balls and go on their pages and put your name on that you're stand up. You come at us who obviously support police. We were police. My family's police.
My family's police.
Yeah. So it's like to even make that connection is insane. But we come out and say things that we get clipped, we get talked shit about. Take your real identity like we have and go out and use it to use your First Amendment and get on those pages where you're not going to be in a nice pool of company. You're going to be up against the enemy and go talk to them. Go say, hey, you guys are wrong. This guy's wrong. Get on D.L. Hughley's page who hates cops and hates white people. Go over there and, fight it, man. Let's fight it together. But they come at us, easy targets who they twist what we said. And that was my point. You guys are tough here when we obviously didn't say that, but you don't go out and use it against the people who we will call out. I'll call out any of those people.
Yeah.
And I don't mind having my real name on the document. Like, I'm calling you out for being openly against police or racist. I go at it all the time with people. So,
or if you're maybe a sheriff that blocks people.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I'm never gonna not say anything that hurts people's feelings. So if anybody's suggesting that I don't say things or suggest I'm wrong, most of the shit that comes out of my mouth is not wrong. And I've apologized. I will apologize for the way people mistook what we were saying, but I'm not going to apologize for saying it.
And
I can guarantee you I'm not going to apologize for clipping things. It's going to continue.
And I mean, people think I'm an asshole, but I really am reserved where I sit. I don't say a lot of things I really want to say.
We don't either.
None of us. I would love to. And at some point, like I said, the door's opening on Instagram and everywhere else. It's time to stop being.
Actually, I'd say, what's that number?
Mine?
What's the number to call in?
772-217.
You're not putting your number.
No, that's the regular number.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't. 772-217-5453.
5453.
Yeah.
That is the number to call in. And if anybody wants, we've said this since
and we
day
can bring
one.
in. We can bring you in too.
Yeah, we can bring you in if you want to debate. If you're on the side of pro law enforcement and you think we are doing a disservice to law enforcement and you would like to call us and tell us on how we are doing that, by all means, can they send a text first to let them know, hey, that I'm
They
so
can
and so?
send it to me.
Yeah, send a text to the number, say I'm so and so, I want to debate you. That's the easiest way to go about it. Comments pinned at the very top. Can't miss it. Some super chats from CC, Bring On Gypsy Crusader. No, I can't do that.
I think we can. We can get a hold of him.
He makes people pay $500.
I'll pay $500 every month.
And then Chocolate says Wild wouldn't let me put his name. Yeah, he's not very well liked. Conservative Chocolate Double Wide wasn't upset when Izzo dropped the magic word.
Yeah, you like.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean,
Izzo did drop the N word out of context. Looks really bad. He says some very.
He's a First Amendment guy. He thinks it's his First Amendment right, and he can say whatever he wants.
I mean, he's an absolutist. I mean, Howard Stern has said more crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so like, hell, fucking Pat McAfee said some crazy stuff. Pat McAfee basically called out the guy who's his boss at ESPN and told him to go fuck himself on air on ESPN. So
and what I'll never let anybody do is tell me who I can and can't associate with.
I'm not playing that game.
So, Double Wide Dan, RIP. Hope he comes back. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to beg people who want to hear only what they want to hear and don't want any type of topic or conversation. So hopefully it comes back.
Because what that does is that clip that way. Obviously, everybody's an adult. They're going to make their decision on how they're going to conduct themselves. We're not going to convince somebody to shoot at the fucking cops. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it brings the conversation around where we can say what we're saying now. Like, hey, push the Fourth Amendment. The cops should be doing their job. They should be finding criminals. We shouldn't have a fucking guy shooting National Guard people in D.C. that's running around the country illegally. We should be enforcing those laws. I agree with that. But it at least brings the topic. If we just sit here, I don't know what everybody wants us to do. We just sit here and talk about, what was your favorite call?
Yeah.
What was your biggest foot pursuit? Yeah. Have you ever pulled your gun out? Like, nobody's going to watch us. Nobody's going to care. So like bringing controversy this way.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment, but it brings it to the light and our biggest fans are clipping it, putting it on their YouTube channels and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like we got to talk about that stuff.
I mean, speaking now on the flip side, right? We're very pro law enforcement.
Yeah.
There are cops out there that are bad actors. We've announced that. We've said that. They're out there. They're on camera. Everything's filmed all the time. So I have a video of a cop just being a fucking monster to kind of put in comparison what we're talking about to actual cops that are out there. Lewis, it's in the video file called Tyrannical Cop. If you could bring it up, please.
Oh, this is
pretty bad.
this is the one that's been
Will it
going
not
on
work?
TikTok.
I guess it didn't support it. Okay, let me fix that real quick.
But yeah, we'll go back to that.
Well, and I had somebody that another meme page saw me congratulate Sean Reyes for his 1 million subscribers. And they're like, why do you follow this guy? If you spend 5 minutes watching that guy's page and see how bad these cops are he runs into, my age-old argument is if he walks up to you and you know the law and the Constitution, you're never going to make it on his YouTube because he's not going to be entertainment.
yeah,
He's going to
how many swings and misses has he ever told you?
I'm sure there's a lot. I'm sure there's tons because in order to have that much content, there's got to. But again, I don't like talking about anything I did, but I'm on YouTube in one of those videos where I did the exact same thing. The first guy, I'm gonna arrest you, just acting crazy. And when I showed up, I was like, "Go sit down. You guys do whatever you want."
Oh, an auditor.
Yeah, they came to the tax collector's office in Vero, and I immediately within 2 minutes of me getting there, they left because they're like, "Well, there's no engagement anymore. Just everybody go about your day." And now I'm getting more and more of them because my algorithm of seeing like civilian auditors that piss off civilians to go to like dispensaries. And there was
God, that's got to be a hard one.
CC just posted one that I saw as well, where a guy's like slinging open bottle of wine at these auditors. Like,
I saw that.
Yeah, it was on. I saw it first, and then CC posted it, and it's people acting crazy that they think. But my point of that is like,
Was it a wine dispensary?
No, it was a fucking public plaza. It was just like a Publix plaza somewhere, and he was just mad, so he opened a bottle of wine and started slinging it, assaulted them. Now he's gonna get arrested.
What were they filming him for?
They're just a weird group of dudes. They are kind of weird. They dress in all black masks, gloves, and they just walk around and they don't speak unless they have to at the point where they have to, and they just walk around and just engage, and it draws billions of views on.
What are we doing wrong?
We're not doing that. We should be. We keep talking about it, but we should be.
I'm over
Jimmy,
here.
what's your take on cops talking about these types of things?
I think that it's funny because that's exactly what I was looking for, something else that I had in my phone that I was trying to send to you. If you are not,
we have the video.
oh, we have the video.
Tyrannical police at its finest.
Oh, let's see if we can hear it.
Choose who they see. You made an appointment.
We
They
can't.
agreed to see you. Finish. You don't let me finish.
I can't hear it, but
We can't hear it.
That's a big. I've got that on my phone 300 times. How do we not have sound?
I mean, they can sound in our end, so if you want to hear it from that end.
Oh, they can hear it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, play it. We all know.
You don't let me finish.
This is Mike
No,
telling
that's
a
not
little
true.
old lady
Absolutely
she
not
can't
true.
get
This is
medical
not a
treatment.
hospital.
Yeah, that's
This
what it is.
is a business. This is
Yeah,
a
this is one of
on-site
my better
medical care.
moments.
If you go to the emergency room, they have to see you. This is not the emergency room, so let me finish.
Yeah.
This is a business. They've asked you
We'll,
to leave.
we'll watch the whole
The
You know
thing.
this
minute
has
you
been
did not
viewed.
leave the lobby
Oh, yeah.
on their
Shit is
request,
going
you
around.
broke the
TikTok.
law of
Dude,
trespassing.
it's fucking
Then
22.
The ugly
Yeah,
guy in the suit
it
shows
is, 'cause
up
there's a
that has
date
the
on the
law
body
to
check.
tell you to leave. I told you to leave. You refused. I had to put my hand on your shoulder, which was recorded, and escort you gently out of the building. That act is called resisting arrest. You were given a lawful order to leave. You refused. Now you have 2 violations of the law. The third coming is he is telling you
John
to
Lozada, he's a
produce your
pilot, good
identification, which is a lawful command,
Good dude walking
and we
around.
have a
He's
right
not
to
a
do
good dude,
that. I
but
do not want you to get in
This
trouble.
is when you were
I'm trying to do
sergeant.
everything
I got the
possible to
motive.
keep this
I was such a
to a peaceful
mean person.
resolution.
I got the
They want to
motive.
trust that?
Thank you. They got to give it to Don.
Okay. We're going to do that now? Okay.
It's okay, Lewis. We've already seen
So,
it.
again, I understand your
Let it
frustration.
play out.
I want to talk to him.
I'm sorry.
Owner is
Funny story
building
how
David
this starts.
George.
This
I
is
want to talk to him.
The owner of the
Yeah,
building, I don't know who the owner of
it
the
said
building
part
is.
two, but like
Business.
Oh, it's all out there.
Owner is
'Cause she ends up
Cleveland
going.
Clinic, which is a national company that has hospitals all over
you
the
took her to
United
jail.
Hold
States.
on, wait.
He is not the
So
owner.
I cannot talk to him.
They don't have to let you. That's like going to Publix and demanding the manager, and then he says, I don't want to talk to you.
If you want to public, if people doing something,
You don't have to, though.
I must talk to manager. It's a rules.
You're not. You're not. It's a private business. You're missing the point.
No.
You are. You have a right to talk to. boss here because that's a government entity. This is a private business. They do not have to produce the boss. The boss can say, tell her to leave. I don't want to ever see her again, and that's what they have the right to do. So you're misunderstood slightly about how the business operates.
For any of you just tuning in, this is Mike,
Yeah, I'm not,
co-host of the
I'm
Anti-Hero
not
podcast.
disagreeing
They
you're
right next
upset
to me.
or that didn't get seen
Being
or
a
there's an
tyrant.
issue. But the way you're in,
Look at my backup, man. 4'11", can't jump a wall.
it's, it gets you in trouble.
What I doing?
I would look into the Cleveland Clinic Company.
DB, it's
Online.
when I take my sleeps all the time.
All right.
TikTok. I'm pretty big on TikTok.
You are all over the place, Mike. I don't know how, but it was brought up facetiously. I think that is a small segment and apparently a longer thing, and that is policing. I'm not even saying this because Mike literally told her, you could be arrested for these 3 things, and lady, I'm not trying to take you to jail because I understand you're frustrated.
Yeah.
Well,
And
the funny part, here's a funny part. It starts out, and I worked in RTCC when this came out, and I have a very good friend that works in there, and he's gay, Oscar. And the way they clipped it with the AI editing, I say you're, and I said you're day, but it reads it as you're gay. So everybody in the sheriff's office clipped that first like 3 seconds and said I'm a anti-gay because it says you're gay.
I love the part where he's like, and then the ugly guy came in and the fucking suit.
Yeah. So what that was is I believe she was from Russia, and they have universal health care over there where they have to be seen. She went in, she caused a fucking scene multiple times. She was asked to leave, asked to leave, asked to leave. She literally, after that contact, walked to her car after being written trespassed.
You guys, after that contact,
So you
contact,
trespassed her.
give her the paper.
you could have arrested her.
Gave her the paper. She walked to the car, got in, sat down in the car, turned it on, turned it off, got out, walked right back up, opened the door, walked right back in the lobby.
No kidding.
And went to
out of
jail.
sheer
I was
stubbornness,
standing right there and watched her do it.
no confusion.
No confusion. Obviously, she was very, very aware. So then I took her to jail, and then she had a VOP or a revoked bond because of that. 'Cause she was out on bond for another trespassing. And when I went to her house to arrest her on the warrant, it was more theatrics, more combative, and then she filed a armed burglary complaint against me because I came in her house armed and seized her because she had a felony warrant in her house. So it was but yeah, that one's been all over. I've seen it 1,000 times, and
It was pro police. The one I saw said
there's
fuck
never
around
been one
and find
against.
out.
There's never been one against it.
And what, as a sergeant, why were you there? Were you just thinking it was a routine call you were going to take off?
No,
the
I
board?
took calls. I
But-
actually took calls.
Okay.
No, that was me. That was the deputy. The other deputy, Lazada, is a pilot, and I think he was working overtime for us that day because we were short. We're always short. We're still short. He was working overtime. The other guy was the other sergeant. That was just, I happened to be close. I took it. I took her to jail. I took the whole fucking report. I don't care. I didn't mind as a sergeant doing that, but yeah, I think I was very nice.
I mean, middle of the day. I mean, we're not. I mean, lady, we have more important
Yes,
things to
more
fucking
Well,
deal with.
she assumed, entitled, that's Karen, that said, I'm allowed to go in there.
I was
It's
just
a
thinking, what's the
hospital.
Russian
Well,
Karen?
it's not a hospital, though. It's a
Yeah.
private medical building, like a walk-in clinic. And if she walked in the ER with that complaint, well, now she's in the emergency room. She's got to be seen. There's different circumstances, but she was adamant she was being seen. She was told to leave 10 times before we got there. You saw how many times I
Yeah,
told her to leave. And
my favorite comment in the TikTok that I saw was, you just know she was going there to see her psychiatrist, and he had had enough of her shit.
yeah, it was funny.
Super chat, Mr. Havoc 00835 bucks. Hey, Broskies did 15 years as a CO in Florida and 8 weeks away from getting sworn in as Leo. Thank you for all that y'all do.
Hell yeah.
Stay safe and God bless, man. Good job, dude. I know going from CO to Leo is a big deal. And I honestly think that puts the job in perspective for people if they ever want to get this job sucks, they can be like, at least I'm not a CO, because that job does suck. And I went straight to the road. You went straight. You never did any corrections, right? No.
I was a dispatcher for
Dude,
almost a year waiting to go to the academy.
There are agencies that make you spend a
Lots
year.
of sheriff's offices, yeah, and a lot of places when they want to hire you and secure you, they give you jobs like dispatch.
Well, when I came with back in the Stone Age, we didn't have as many. We didn't have a crisis like we do now with job openings, so it was hard to get hired. They were turning people down.
Mhm.
So when I got hired, there was no law enforcement spots. So when the Army came out, and the guy was like, "Hey, it's in dispatch. Let this spot open up. We'll send you to the academy." And that's kind of how. Now they'll take any fucking buddy walking around with a fucking heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
Yeah.
CC said Mike was a cop. LOL. But yeah, I thought that was
Yeah, that one's a good one. There's another one where
terminal
that
trust.
I always see is a couple left their 3 kids in a hotel room, young, like under 5, all 3 of them, to go gamble across the street in an arcade, one of those arcades we talked about. And we took them for child neglect and child endangerment. That one's all over the internet as well.
As a gambling addict, what is the appropriate age to leave 3 kids in a hotel?
One's got to be a teenager.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, you take them to the actual casino, and then you find a babysitter.
Yeah.
You pay a homeless guy to watch them.
there was a video I meant to send you guys too, where like this, it's out in Texas, I think, or Oklahoma, somewhere out there. And this guy is he's clearly in a junkyard, and there's this ramshackle place put together, and he's like talking to someone, and you realize that he's talking to like a 4-year-old girl who is locked in this shed in 100-degree heat. And she just sounds like, "Hi, I've been so alone for so long. How long have you been in here, sweetie?" I don't know, because I can't see the sun, but at least today. And she's talking just like that. And they're like, and like all of these officers show up, and they're like, finally somebody's like, "What the hell are you doing on my property?" And they're like, "Your fucking ass is going to jail." Like, I gotta find it. But like, I mean, they go in there and they document everything. They had to fucking break the lock off. It was wild.
Hey, can you send a link to Canine, Lewis?
Jimmy, you sent good. Just send the link to K9. You good on that?
Yeah.
You knows how to do that?
Yeah.
You brought up that Karen Reed. Is there something new?
No, it was in the
An older-
comments.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I have followed that story closely.
So yeah, the last thing I found was
Second
June
note, she had the
8th.
second,
Yeah, second. It was
mistrial.
June 18th.
Yeah. Remember it was up in Massachusetts.
What?
A female dating a trooper.
Yep.
Drops him off at like a party,
Mhm.
and he ends up dead out in the front yard in like the snow, run over, and they suspect she ran him over. She says, "I'm not talking. I didn't do nothing," and she's gone through 2 trials and been hung jury on both of them. And it's a really wild story.
It was in the comments.
She talked about like being abused by him, all that stuff. But he is like at a party, middle of the night, inebriated, and ends up like dead in his buddy's front yard, like by the road. And then her car had
Did she
damage
ever
on it.
make it into the party?
No, she like pulled in the driveway and left, and like her car had damage on it, everything. And still 2 trials. She's been found. It's been a hung jury on both trials for if she's guilty or not.
Are you looking for Canine?
Yeah.
The second one down, right there.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, I didn't know if there's something new.
Yeah,
but,
no.
I've seen
So we have some international viewers. Some of them are from the UK, which is like, you want to talk about tyranny?
it. Oh yeah.
That's full. I mean, there was a dude that was here in Florida, took some pictures at a gun range here in Orlando, went back home, posted them on LinkedIn, and the UK cops arrested him.
I got plenty of UK
Whoa.
cops in my DMs, and they're fed up, dude.
I mean, like,
They can't do anything over there. They see us and they're like, bro, we can't.
you guys have it great compared to what we
They
got.
can't do anything. They can't do anything. Can't go hands on. It's
Fuck
bad.
that, man. You can barely do anything
Really
here.
bad.
So speaking of, if you could go to the Instagram, let's talk about this before we do our sports segment. Go up. Fuck me. Down. Go all the way down. Keep going. Right there. That bottom one.
I like these guys.
I'm trying to get them on the show.
I can get them.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got the telephone number of the partner.
Of
Yeah.
AI agent that will
You're
write
not
police
fucking
reports based on what it
Many
hears
times
in the
you-
audio
All
file.
right,
It
they-
ain't a
we can't
transcript.
hear
It's
this.
a
Is that okay?
summary. It writes a report. That's what it's trained to do. But
They
then
can't.
you have to
All right,
review
hold on.
it, make
Okay.
sure it's accurate, change things, add things. And I will tell you, as
I
a
don't know.
civil
Nothing
litigator who's
changes.
tried
They're
dozens and
saying
dozens
it's
of cases,
fucking
the
today.
original file and what you
But
edit will
pause it
be
so we can. I wanna
discoverable.
do it in
Assume
real time.
I can't hear
Okay,
shit.
One sec. Now losing navigation. Let me see if we can.
I mean, are we to hear Canine?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
In the chat, we should be able to. He's going to be in our room. Well, maybe not.
will be
Microphone.
Everything just went out on me too.
Check.
There we go. Louis, what are
I
you
tried something and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Well, Lewis, what happened
asked.
with that? Like, why can't we watch media now?
I'm not even sure.
Because nothing has changed since Thursday that we're aware of.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. Just get Canine on. Don't worry about it.
Well, he's not in yet.
Oh, okay, never mind.
We're not gonna hear him when he joins.
We're not.
Yeah. Let me check the hardware real quick.
You're
Let me
what?
see, 'cause it could be.
Oh, so anyway,
Come sail away. We're gonna lose everything in a
I'm
minute.
telling you right
Come
now, dude.
sail away.
Lewis, be
Come
careful.
sail away with me. Come sail away. Come sail. You ever see me in use of forces, man? I'm brutal. I've been demoted. I take old men.
Why you
All right,
Lewis is any match for me?
all right.
let's just move on.
I mean, yeah. At least
Are
bring
you sure?
Well, let's
I
see if
don't
we can
wanna
hear-
can we hear it?
Bring K9 in. Let's see if we can hear
I
him.
don't think we're gonna hear him.
Hello.
yo?
Oh God. Dude.
Yeah, they're gonna hear him, but not us. I
Well,
don't
that
know
doesn't-
why.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, we need to be able to hear the guy we're talking to.
Bring him back out for a second. Go to the
Let's do
settings on the thing there. Is everything set up audio right there?
Yeah. Wait, let me see.
Default speakers
What
is
if I
audio.
just? Okay, let's
Yo.
see.
Yo.
Yo.
No.
No, not yet.
Yo.
Sometimes if you don't
All
laugh,
right. So
Oh,
one
whoa,
of the
whoa,
things I
whoa.
do want to stress is that when we get here early, we're supposed to be doing stuff like this. I think everybody gets lax. I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody, but like everybody's got their job, and one of them is to
Yeah.
make sure things work. So we aren't doing it at noon in the middle of the show.
Right.
And you're sure that the audio settings for StreamYard are the right?
I'm gonna have to give him entertainment, Lewis. I'm gonna have to yell at
Let me
you.
see what happens if I.
Let me see what happens if I.
I'm not sure if that will.
Lewis, you or not Lewis, Canine, you're gonna have to sign for us because we can't hear you.
Everybody else can hear him, but we can't. Like, how is this possible? Oh,
All right, Lewis, Canine, just kind of stand by in the lobby if you can. Lewis is going to work on this. We're going to put the camera on Jimmy to talk about the Minneapolis Somalis. So remove Canine,
All right.
and then put the camera on Jimmy, and then go ahead and figure out what you need to figure out.
Okay.
All right. So because of the shooting that happened on was it Wednesday? Yeah, it was Wednesday, right?
The shooting.
Yeah, the shooting in DC.
DC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So because of that shooting, obviously there was a pretty significant flurry of activity in DC, specifically with immigration, who are already busy. And a couple of things that happened are basically like law enforcement, federal law enforcement was told, number one, we need to take a good hard look at all of the people that came over from Afghanistan. And that really sucks, number one, because some of those people were our terps. They were our interpreters. They were there helping us. They were trained by us. But this guy that killed the female soldier and severely wounded this U.S. airman was trained by us. He was trained by the CIA.
Wait, they were Air Force National Guard?
Yeah, was an Air Force guy and a soldier.
Who was trained by the CIA?
The guy that
The killer,
shot him.
the shooter. Yeah, he was.
What?
Yeah.
he was trained over there.
So
Help us.
yeah, he was trained and has credentials. He was in the one of the strike forces that was, I think they called it the Kandahar Defense Force. He was one of our guys. So because of that, law enforcement was told, number one, hey, we're going to start looking pretty hard at all of these people that came in under Operation Allies Welcome, which is where we just pulled a bunch of people out, threw them on airplanes and said, hey, get out of here, get out of Afghanistan. The second part is that they were told, hey, you also need to look at these communities that have a tendency to be radical. That includes the Somali population in Minneapolis. There's a massive one. That's why Ilhan Omar is is in the U.S. government. She has said more than once she's representing Somalis. She's not representing American constituents. She's representing Somalis. How they freaking voted for her, I don't know. But beyond that, so
Well, obviously they're Somalian voters.
Yeah.
Somali. Oh, I learned. Are you able to do camera
I'm
switching?
in your camera.
Okay. I learned this today that Somalian is the way white people say plural Somali, but it's actually Somalis.
Yeah, it's
that they
Somalis.
prefer.
Yeah, so
like
we
like a Somali
pirate
or
or
say sandwich.
a Somali sandwich. So
What's the meat I'm thinking of?
salami. God damn.
Anyways, I don't care.
Yeah, so
I'm in a bad mood.
everybody's in a bad mood except me. I'm gonna be the balloon, and I'm not even drunk. So, like,
Yes, sir. Yes, Sergeant.
Yes, Sergeant.
look, man, I'll eat some punches if I have to. But so law enforcement, I mean, like they're about to land on these communities of, let's just say what they are. They're from third world countries, and they're mostly Muslims.
That Somali community that's been there for generations, right?
And not
Growing.
Yeah. So it basically started growing. There was a very small, not well heard of battle in Mogadishu, Somalia, on October 3rd of 1993.
I heard about that.
Yeah, you might have. There was some people that were involved, but they weren't SEALs, so we don't hear that much about it. But I think there was like a really low budget movie made about it, about helicopters getting shot down. Anyway, ever since then, we've had a growing population of Somalis in the United States.
Did we bring them back from Somalia?
No, it's more of like people applying for asylum because Somalia is terrible, and there's a lot of terrorists there, and there's a lot of bad guys there. So they're like, "Hey, I'm a displaced person. I have it really rough in Somalia. I'd really like to come to the United States and be an astronaut." And what?
An astronaut. Well, they're trying to be the first person to land on the moon. I can understand.
Dude,
that.
I'm literally saucer passing these things to you guys.
I'm still
I
focused
know.
on the sound.
I know. So I mean, I'm trying, man.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
So I mean, if you think about that, now I had that conversation with Jack about that. Just Jack, right? The one with
Jack, yeah.
And-
the cancer.
yeah, the one that has
The one
cancer,
that has cancer.
allegedly.
Jack.
Allegedly.
The one that got, his coworkers were mad at him for having cancer.
Oh yeah, and yes, I do know that there were actually some SEALs in Somalia. One of them, but we never actually heard his name because he didn't write a book because he was a quiet professional and he was from Damnick. But apparently 20 years later, things change. Anyway, so somebody was like, "Hey Jimmy, I know you're joking, but there were SEALs that were there."
Yeah.
So there were.
So what the Somalian, is there ties to this guy there?
No, it's more of these are basically federal law enforcement, specifically the immigration, and they basically got told, and the FBI, "Hey, we want you to take a really hard look." And this came from the Trump administration. "We want you to take a really hard look at these places where we know that their people are going to get radicalized," which is huge, right? Because for the longest time, it's like, well, we can't say that it's all Muslims, or it's not. It's not that. We can't say it's not all people from this region of the world. Yes, the fuck we can. You guys were cops. If you see the what did you call it,
The car?
yeah,
The ghetto gunship.
yeah, if you see the ghetto gunship, you can be like, I have training and experience. Good chance I need to go look at this. Well, we have to look at that. Yes, in Dearborn, Michigan, and a few other places, there's these huge congregations of people who are notoriously radicalized and have said some really crazy things, like, "We'd really like Sharia law here in the United
But
States."
they can say that.
They
Nobody
can-
cares. Nobody cares. That's where the First Amendment is like,
Sucks for everybody.
Yeah, everybody, they can say it, but we say something. Boy, oh boy.
And
you're
that's-
canceled. You're done. You're racist. You're
Like
sexist.
my salami comment.
Yeah.
That's gonna get a lot of people fucking mad.
I don't think so.
But I mean, hard conversation to have. But honestly, how many Americans agree that a community that big, aka fucking city, I don't
Yeah.
want to call it a metropolitan city, but a very, very, very large city in the US is predominantly a Muslim culture?
Yeah.
Everybody has a fucking problem with that.
I mean,
The problem is they're anti-American on top of it.
Yeah.
If they were pro-American and living, because they've now moved to America, they're American per se, They were supporting the Constitution, the flag, and honoring the
nothing
country.
wrong with your culture. Nothing
Nope,
wrong with
nope,
anything like
no,
that at all.
But when you're anti-American in America and in that large of a group, then there is.
That's about you start to have a
takeover.
negative impact on the way it's not supposed to be. You're supposed to have a voice for your community, sure, a voice for your background and your culture, sure, but to be able to alter elections because of it's just disproportionate.
I would really like it if somebody from Dearborn, like a Leo from Dearborn or Minneapolis or any of those places, to come, because the rumor right now is that when you go to those parts of town, you're gonna have an interaction with somebody, you have to bring like a cultural advisor.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine that? Like, no, bro, I'm sorry, you can't break into this car. I don't care what Sharia law says. You know, have a nice trip on the way down.
Insane. That's a real thing.
I don't know. I've heard the rumor, but I can't confirm that.
On that topic is, I saw a video the other day, a Russian video, where there was 2 guys in a car that were suspected of scamming soldiers.
Yeah,
it didn't go well.
What do you mean?
The distraction rate blows from the Russian soldiers to the subjects.
Yeah,
it's bad enough I didn't even want to show the video. They beat the brakes off these dudes. So in that aspect, you can't go to another country and be like, "Hey, I'm in Russia now. Hey, we're a democracy. We're going to take over. We're going to start unions. We're going to." You'll fucking be dead. Yeah. But you can come here, and the Constitution that allows you to come here with all that freedom also is a killer at the same time, because then you can just do whatever you want and say whatever you want. At some point in that area of things, it has to be, hey, this is still America. This is the Constitution. You have to support this document to be here. And they don't. They're calling for complete change of our government, our democracy, the way we do things. That is a problem.
Sharia law does not trump.
And then I love
the Constitution.
Another video I saw was
it
was an older video where I think it was in Pakistan. They find a white German who is over there with the thing on her head, not posing, but decided she wanted to be part of ISIS. And when they captured her, her life is going, if she's still alive, the next couple hours of her life are very bad.
Yeah.
But these people here think it's okay to be a white person that is supporting that type of regime, where if you are a white person, you just walked over there, walked into that group of people, you're done.
Dude,
you're getting
can you
raped,
imagine?
You're getting captured, you're getting tortured just for being white.
Iraq was different from Afghanistan. Iraq, there were places, like if you ever went to the
drink up, boys,
drink up. I didn't say me. I didn't say
I'll give him
fair.
He was talking that.
Yeah, Iraq. If you went to the green zone, it was like, holy cow, these people, the girls are wearing jeans and they're not covering their head at all. And you drive outside of Baghdad, go a little bit north or go a little bit west, and it's like, holy shit, man, we just fucking went back in time.
But can you imagine if all these purple-haired, pierced liberals just all walked into that area?
Yeah,
they'd be
slaughtered.
They'd be gone.
And
the very people they're crying outside supporting would annihilate them in minutes.
CC just gave a super chat, and he's absolutely right. There is no fucking government in Somalia. So how are you coming over here going, I know about government? Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Do they practice Sharia law in Somalia? I don't really think that's government, but is that
dude? The only thing, dude, Somalia is the craziest place I've ever seen in my life.
I hear it's just.
War. It is the State Department.
It's ran by pirates and gangs.
There is a legitimate government that we support.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty much Elon Omar, right? Look at me. I'm captain now. Shut the fuck up. But there are people over there. The State Department thought about setting up a temporary consulate, or not a temporary, a permanent consulate in Mogadishu recently, and they sent a bunch of people over there to go, hey, can we do this? Can we secure this installation? And those guys said, absolutely fucking not unless you're willing to put a massive Marine contingent here and a lot more State Department contractors. It's nuts. What is it, Mike?
All right, so let's pause.
Any update?
What's going to make me even more infuriated is that when we stop this show at 1 p.m., it's going to go, oh, it was this. That I'm so sick and tired. It's not that this is not Lewis, just of like, it's, oh, duh, click this button. And you're like, dude, the whole fucking show went off because we didn't remember to click a button. So, but the problem is we can't even go on a commercial break because you can't hear the commercials. So
they can hear, we can't. That's the only problem.
But Lewis has still got to he's not able to produce the show and troubleshoot this.
Yeah,
This isn't a jab at Lewis. This is, it's required. I don't see it's not a hardware issue because it's nothing going in. It's a software. It's a box that's not clicked on StreamYard. It's got to be.
I don't even know how you could not have sound from him.
It's not just StreamYard because we couldn't hear anything. We couldn't hear from Instagram.
Yeah, but it's going through StreamYard. Everything's running through StreamYard.
Yeah.
So
check.
So our input here is something. Go to the settings, Lewis, real quick. I mean, I deal with this program every day. That StreamYard settings.
I want to be very thankful that people can at least hear us.
Yeah, and look, I mean,
and we're sure that speaker is that's what we have to have it on.
Yes.
And that's what's on the computer. It matches the computer setting.
This is going to take me right to my verse of the day.
All right, I love it.
It's exactly
as soon as you get done, Mike.
Have we tried a video since you've pretty much tried it?
We didn't do a test video. We should have done that.
No, I meant like since now.
Should have tested.
Yeah, we should have.
Hey, Lewis, remember when I said, "Hey, we're going to get here an hour early, and because we're going to change some things." That maybe we should just make it that from now on.
30 minutes is fine.
30 minutes
if we test it. So we don't know if it works yet.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. No one's tested anything. We've clicked 800 different boxes, and I mean, the viewers everyone's still chilling. I guess they want to see if we figure this out.
We'll be here till 2.
Yeah.
No, because what's going to happen is at 101. Oh yeah.
Do you want to run that? We're halfway. You want to run the commercial?
Yeah, let's run the commercial.
I'll see if that'll tell us.
Give us 2.5 minutes to figure out. This is vengeance.
Over a century ago in 1910, the Flexner Report, funded by John D. Rockefeller and the Carnegie Foundation, re-engineered medical education from a holistic, whole-body approach, which appropriately treated the body as an interconnected system, to a compartmentalized approach under the guise of specialized medicine. They shut down or consolidated medical schools, marginalized naturopathic, homeopathic, and chiropractic medicine, replacing them with symptom management and synthetic drugs. Allopathy is a marketing strategy rooted in fear and manipulated science. This philosophy carried into veterinary medicine, resulting in over-vaccination, unnecessary surgeries, and manufactured food, just like they did for people. They call it care, but it's predatory and based in profitability. The truth? Toxicity, compromised immunity, and chronic inflammation. They're not fate. They're engineered. And so is your power to undo them. We built 3 targeted formulas to return the body to homeostasis, for pets and people. To detox, defend, and restore. We are the correction to decades of corruption. We are vengeance.
Hey, we're back.
And we're back. Yeah, close it, Lewis. Tyler quit. It's just me and Jimmy. K9's sitting in the lobby.
Jimmy's gonna get his head bitten off every day from now on.
Yeah, and Jimmy's great. Jimmy built the wall.
I did. I built the wall faster than Trump did.
All right, Lewis, hit that real quick and pull up Violent Provisions.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're gonna do an ad read?
Yeah, I'm gonna do an ad read.
Fucking A.
Don't forget to check out our guys over at Violent Provisions, violentprovisions.com. Use code ANTIHERO for 15% off. Why Violent Provisions? They are for the silent professionals that are out in the streets. They have hoodies, they have shirts, they have stickers, they have new groundbreaking designs that are out there. And as of the 28th of November through the 5th of December, they're doing a pre-order for all their amazing gear. They're huge supporters. They lost their page. They got their page back. We talk to the owner all the time. They're great guys. Use code ANTIHERO15 for Violent Provisions and get your swag from those guys. They did a really cool video too.
They did. Flatline Fiber Company. Go to flatlinefiberco.com. Use promo code antihero15. Save 15% on your rifle slings, IFAKs, dump pouches, and baseline bags. Since their founding in 2019, Flatline Fiber Co. has strived to create the highest quality gear with real-world functionality. Trusted by SWAT teams, high-level military units, police agencies, and civilian shooters across the globe. They make gear you can trust. Made in America with a lifetime warranty. Flatlinefiberco.com. Use promo code antihero15. Save 15% on your rifle slings.
The boys at Bond Provisions reached out and they were excited. They got an order or two using our code.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they've got a lot of orders.
They got them just yesterday, I'm saying. After they lost their page and came back, they were dealing with a little bit of drama, but they were excited. Their stuff's back on and they were getting orders, and it's going well.
All right.
We got a lot of empty wall space now for new sponsors.
Let's get back to the comments. K9's gonna have to fucking. I mean, we can't hear him. We can't hear him.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're gonna have to troubleshoot this when we get off.
Maybe.
Yeah. How about I just throw my coffee at the TV?
That'll work. TV won't work. You need to aim over there at that computer. So.
Anyways, all right.
He took a beating yesterday too. I don't know if he wants it. K9 took a beating on
your
bedding.
locks.
Oh man, we both got. We were not a mattress yesterday.
That's your call if you want to call him or if you want to just try again.
Let's bring him in. Bring him. Have him turn down his volume.
Lewis is like, let's just do that.
He's gonna be. We'll try bringing him in.
Yo.
No.
You look like a psychopath when you do that with no volume.
Yeah, I can have him call, but it's gonna be off on the audio because it's.
All right, that's what it's your call.
All right.
This is amazing, dude. All right, here we go. Call in out. Call me.
Yeah, like yeah. I mean, it's true. Like last week, we were like, dude, don't fade K9. He pretty much hit it, and then now we're hearing like, holy shit.
Yo,
Talk
to us. We took a beating yesterday.
We took a beating, man. I'm still recovering. The account is at 0 right now. So anybody in the super chat wants to help me out, help a brother out, man.
We had a Taysom Hill anytime TD that I didn't even see him on the field.
Yeah.
Broncos -6, the other lock of the week, and both of those fell apart.
Hey, man, like we say in gambling, there's no such thing as a guaranteed lock. So, I'm 1 for 2 right now with my guaranteed lock. So I'm 50%, man.
That's what people say when they lose. There's no guarantee.
There is no guarantee. But listen,
we tried. You can't win without.
You guys literally guaranteed people if they went with K9, they'd win money.
They did. They forgot to go the week before.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
This week was just this was a reality check.
This is an addict.
No.
It's under control.
The good news is we got tonight to make up for it. Talk to me about the Monday night game. New York Football Giants at the New England Patriots. What do we got?
If you want to know the answer to that, you got to tune in tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, live on Counterculture YouTube, Counterculture Sports. Be there.
Guaranteed locks tonight.
Well, there's no such thing as a guaranteed lock, but I'm 50%. Listen, 50% is a pretty good, that's pretty good statistic right there. If you're shooting your shot, you hit half of them. That's not bad.
I have a question. Is it just my algorithm, or is it a lot of skirmishes on field currently? A lot more than usual this week.
I think it might be your algorithm, that and TRT ads.
No, there was a fight in the what game was that?
No, yeah, there was a fight. I'm just joking, obviously.
The Steelers guy got kneed in the stomach.
That was one, but there was a fight
with a face mask. Yep.
The Jags game, there was one. The Michigan college football game, the guy headbutted a referee. Yeah, there was.
Actually, you guys want to see that? Oh wait, you can't.
Well, we can see it. We can't hear it.
Oh, they can see it.
They can
Hear it. All right, go to you. Please tell me the YouTube's still pulled up.
No, it's gone.
What happened, Lewis? You had it all up.
Poor Lewis.
I have it on the other screen.
Oh, you have it on the other screen?
Yeah.
This is insane, dude. He wasn't even ejected. Watch this.
Donaldson. And he'll be tackled for a loss.
You don't need it. Listen, you can.
We've seen Ohio State force Michigan to kick field goals now in a couple of possessions.
Activate his
Oh, he-
dreadlock.
ooh,
That's not a headbutt.
he was looking at the ground.
That is a headbutt. He even made the conscious decision to go, I'm going to headbutt this guy. And went like that.
He didn't get ejected?
No, dude, they gave him a personal foul with a half field.
Did he hit the hat only?
Let's go back and watch it. Right here.
Bam!
Dude, it's intentional.
Bam!
Well, he activated his dreadlock powers.
Oh, no.
What if, though, he had connected with that ref? Well, and that's the same thing like saying, like, oh, he didn't connect. You can take it off. That's the same thing. Saying he didn't connect is the same thing as saying he swung at the ref, didn't hit him, so
Yeah,
it doesn't count.
So it's
Well,
assault.
I mean,
it's not battery.
I mean, freaking Miles Garrett.
Oh, we had that too. Miles Garrett over 1 sack, and he had how many?
He had one.
Oh, did he have over one? I didn't know
Yeah,
he
it
had
was
one.
over.
Right,
Oh, hold
never
on a second. It was over 0.5, and he did get
Yeah,
one.
but did he have one?
Yeah, he got one.
All right.
Yeah, hold on a second. 50%, baby. 50%.
So tonight, 7 p.m. Counterculture Sports with K9 and Sipo. You've got the Monday night lock, and then
Monday
you've got the Thursday night game coming up. What's the Thursday night game?
It is Detroit
Ooh, it's a big
and
one.
Dallas.
Must win for Detroit.
Yeah.
Must win. Season's over if they lose. Dallas is on fire.
Dallas
Yeah,
is-
the NFC runs through the Bears right now. Bear down. We're first in the NFC. How you like that?
ever since you guys got a Pope.
Look at that.
And
Bear
Ben
down.
Johnson. Bear down, baby. And Ben Johnson.
All right. So make sure you tune in tonight for K9. We're sorry we have technical difficulties. We'll get you on the right way next week because we will troubleshoot all this before we go live next week. I promise.
It's okay.
But, thanks for coming on. Make sure you guys tune in tonight for K9. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
It's okay. I forgive you. My time is delicate.
When he makes that noise, Lewis, it's time to take him out. That's it. Yeah, we took a beating yesterday.
We're taking a beating now.
Are we?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we can't have any.
Easy, man. Is this a Tyler? Is this a Tyler?
Crash out.
Crash
You
out.
finally got one.
Crash
Yeah,
out.
you
Crash out. Crash
You can't
out.
catch me.
I've seen you crash out, screaming and yelling.
And not on camera.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I just
We
don't-
call that
I'm
cooking.
too lazy to edit or go find it. So
Jesus Christ.
the Bears still suck. No, I think the Bears they're pretty good this year.
The Bears are not to be trifled with.
And
right
don't forget to check out the antiherobroadcast.com. The merch site is up and running. Stuff selling, stickers, distractionary blows, stickers and hats. We got all that up on the website.
Just that's got to be my
So
favorite.
don't forget to go to antiherobroadcast.com and check out the merch and get your shirts, hats, stickers, hoodies, and all the other cool stuff that's coming. That's going to be a large site here soon. I got the designs cooking.
All right, let's move on. Venezuelan war.
Oh, it's getting
Oh,
deep down
yeah.
there.
So Trump basically said consider the airspace closed into Venezuela, all of it.
What's that mean in layman's terms?
That means that if you're an airline pilot, don't fly there.
Okay,
If you are a civilian,
don't go there.
yeah, don't. And if anything is in the sky, just assume there's somebody pointing a missile at you.
It's war zone. Now.
You
It-
can see the map of flights.
Yeah, they go
Crazy.
around
It was
it.
like everything. There's all the flights on the screen. Nobody's over top of Venezuela.
So yeah, so like
Like Venezuela is not somebody that's going to follow the Geneva Convention, right? Like, don't shoot airliners out of the sky when we're at war together.
well, it's more about deconflicting the airspace. We want to first of all, the drug runners are going to fly airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
We know that. Venezuela is going to fly their jets. We know that. So if we tell everybody get the fuck out of this airspace,
No, it's
we know.
target acquisition.
Yeah, now we know. Like, hey, if you're flying here, probably a bad guy. They're still going to do all of their rules of engagement. They're going to go up and get PID and do all the stuff that they need to do as fighter pilots. But there's ways that they can do that electronically too, where it's classified. Like we just know what we're looking at, even though it just took us a radar return. But based on the stuff that's coming out of it electronically, like we can tell you that's a MiG-29.
So we are inevitably going to be at war with Venezuela. Is that per them or per
So
us?
the latest information, because David did a show about it this morning, and I listened to that. The latest information, and this is I'm quoting David here, and his
David
sources,
Hookstead.
David Hookstead, and his sources are pretty spot on. I mean, he hasn't really been wrong very much. Is that Trump gave him like, hey, this is your last chance to leave with your life.
To leave office, like to get
no,
out.
to leave the country. Get
Okay, he
out.
wants him out.
Gone. And I can't remember her name, the woman that won the Nobel Peace Prize that ostensibly is going to be the head of this transitional government once he's gone. There's a lot of people saying that she was the one that wanted the airspace closed and Trump just did it. To basically go, hey, yeah, we're game on now. The President Maduro had a meeting with his war cabinet. There was a video of it. I've never seen a more sad bunch of generals in my life. Like they're all wearing
they don't want to go to war.
They're going to lose.
Yeah.
They know that they're going to lose. They're giving civilians guns to fight the United States Marine Corps. You're going to die. Like do not listen. If you're in Venezuela, if you want to clip something, clip this. You are unprepared for the 19 and 21-year-olds who are hopped up on Zen and fucking Monster, who've been sitting off your coast or sitting jocked up on an airfield ready to jump out of a plane that I never did, by the way, but you guys did, that are sitting at Fort Bragg right now ready to fucking land on you. Do not shoot at the American
Congress
infantry.
is flipping out. Like the Democrats are flipping out.
Oh, yeah.
Basically saying he's violating like the war declaration and all that stuff.
Why go? What's the issue with Venezuela other than them smuggling a lot of drugs in the United States?
Okay, so this goes back to the Monroe Doctrine, right? Which I know I'm going deep on.
You're
you.
fine.
Basically, we need to control the hemisphere. Oh yeah, we need to control the hemisphere that we live in. So I'm sorry, it's so distracting.
You're right. Yeah, you can say it.
Put the website in the comments.
How?
Just type it out. It won't let me do it. Even if it doesn't link it, so people can copy it, won't let me do it.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jimmy.
No, it's okay. So basically, like, we have to have control of the hemisphere that we live in. That means that, like, we can't allow China or Russia or other non-state actors to have an area where they have complete operational control. I mean, be like, okay, hey guys, I know that you patrol Orlando, but we really want you to focus on Disneyland. We don't care what happens in this southern part of town, even though it's 4 blocks.
That's actually how it works.
Yeah. Like, even though it's 4 blocks from Disney, and the hood, the nastiness is going to bleed over into Disneyland.
Okay.
So when you think about it that way, we need to make sure that we have control of this, because Xi Jinping, the leader of the Chinese Communist Party, has said we're going to have a war with the United States by 2028. It's happening. Like, it's game on.
What else does Venezuela have a lot of?
Oil.
Oh,
that's crazy.
They have a lot of oil.
Well, yeah, and that's a fair thing to say,
Yeah.
but here's the issue. Do you want China to have that oil?
Oil and cocaine.
I mean,
what
like,
a place to live,
dude. Like,
no, I get it.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
like,
no, I mean,
making the argument about it's about oil, like every war ever has been about resources.
Of course.
Specifically food.
You're right. Seizing those resources or stopping those resources from going to a massive enemy is also important, and to have the foresight to get there.
Yeah.
Not giving the government that much credit. But if you were going to plan it correctly, you would get ahead of it.
Emergency.
Uh-oh. Wait,
we're back.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
No,
Okay.
leave it there.
No, we're not selling
I'm
that.
just kidding.
Okay.
I have to have my laptop.
Lawsuit stuff.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Anyway, so we've got to basically control what goes on in our backyard before we have a massive war with the only near peer adversary on the planet, because it damn sure ain't Russia. Russia can't get through fucking Ukraine, so I'm not worried about Russia. But China is a problem, and we have to secure this stuff. We have to do it.
Okay. So it's strategic.
Yeah, it is. It is. That is the exact word for it.
Let me ask you this question.
Mhm.
Out of all the wars that we've been to, as I grow older and
Mhm.
wiser, and I look back, and as a country and as a culture, we grow older and wiser.
Yeah.
And we're looking back, and we're starting to see that every single conflict was because of something else other than American interests. Now, I'm not saying they were the government interests,
Mhm.
but of the citizens of the American population, I wanted to say the last war in my head was World War II.
You would be incorrect.
Okay.
World War II was absolutely about oil. Don't kid yourself.
Whoa, I thought it was
think
about.
it was about a lot of other things.
Yeah.
No,
But
look, you can
But
say,
I like this one because this is PC.
yeah, you can make the argument that, do you really think that the government cares about what was going on? The whole,
I think the whole spread of communism thing was retarded.
yeah, that's post World War
Yeah.
II. Okay, but like we did not. Why did the United States ostensibly go into World War II? Okay, well, the Japanese attacked
Pearl
Harbor. Why? Do you know why?
That's the biggest question.
Because we stopped giving them oil. That's why.
Okay.
We did an oil embargo because they were slaughtering people in China. They were having races to see what lieutenant could cut off the most heads with a fucking samurai sword.
Is that well documented?
They documented them themselves.
Just not in the history books.
No, it's in the history books. We just don't talk about
So
it.
that as a kid, you can't ever get an explanation as why Pearl Harbor happened.
well, there's one guy that gets blamed for World War II.
Yeah, but he's not the one that
Hitler.
attacked Pearl Harbor.
Hitler falls under.
Yeah,
the,
that's an asinine way to look at World War II.
Yeah.
The United States cut off oil flow to the Japanese. If they did not attack and take the oil that was down in Burma and a lot of other places in the Pacific, they had 6 months of a war machine, and that was it. Go watch Landman. Everything is built on petroleum products. The plastic, the stuff that lubricates the wheels, rubber. I mean, like on and on and on. When we cut them off from oil, they had 6 months. They knew it.
So they had to do it.
They had to attack and get into Burma. They had to do that. They had to attack who? Great Britain. Who was the only people stopping them? The only fleet that was capable of stopping them was the United States Navy. And we had the Philippines right there. If we decided to go, hey, it's game on, we were already in position. They had to knock us off the chessboard in their mind and go, we put you out. We're going to do what we want to do. And now you guys are going to, go stay in your sandbox, go stay in your United States and don't mess with us. And they thought that's what we would do. What they were not prepared for was the United States fucking Marine Corps.
Well,
Two bombs they weren't ready for.
Oh yeah, and the surface of the sun.
Yeah, they weren't ready. I don't think they were ready for those either.
I don't know, man. I just again, is it just me because I'm almost 40, or is it becoming very apparent to the American population? Like, are 20-year-olds in college also now seeing this? Not just liberal colleges, but all youth of America going, there's been no war that's been of interest. Like, the American people are in danger. We need to have this war. Every single war is for U.S. government interest only, and they send young kids to slaughter every generation.
Yeah,
I sound like a fucking hippie.
You do, because what is happening is conservative kids, young conservative kids that are America, tattoos, the We the People, all those kids
It's
are
an
going.
honor for them.
It is, but they're going now. This is the generation of why.
Okay.
Why am I going to war? It ain't the old days where you, like I said, World War II, guys were 16, 17 committing suicide if they couldn't get in the military.
Yeah.
They were like,
FDR said we got to go.
I have to, and every American male was like, that's where I'm going. Now, even pro-American conservative males are going, why are we doing? What is the reason? And that's where it gets very dangerous, because the old American war machine would just say, because we said so.
Well, and here's the other thing, Jimmy. This could go. I know you've been wanting to talk about this for a long time. We never get to it. But now, is it bad for government officials and high-ranking military people to say, do not follow these orders? Because just like we talk about the cop world, at what point are military officials going to be saying, do this, and it's acceptable by our standards to say, no, we will not follow this order, we will not go to war? I don't think we'll ever get to that. I think we'll imprison people.
Did you see the pilots get arrested? The female pilot in court the other day? Female pilot in court started standing up saying she refused the orders, got arrested and court-martialed, taken into custody, because she was basically saying, we're sending money to Israel. It's genocide over there. I refuse to fly. I'm not flying this helicopter over there. I'm not flying this. And they arrested her right outside the courtroom and took her and her partner into custody.
Dude.
Because they were saying, we're not doing it. And that's what I'm getting at. Like, you have people going, I'm not flying this plane over there to give resources to Israel for Israel to bomb.
And then we are going to become in 40 years a country that has to draft just to have a fucking military,
People,
and then we
but then you're
become.
gonna have to let her get her done. You're gonna have the fucking people that just say bomb them all, let's go. So it's like,
I mean,
you gotta be careful.
The people that are like that never had somebody with an AK-47 shooting at them.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's right what she's saying,
Yeah.
but
I don't know.
oh, maybe it is. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I mean,
We're still, I mean, you know what? Maybe God is looking after us today, and He was like, "Y'all were gonna play something so bad on YouTube that you were gonna get canceled." And so maybe that's why we all of a sudden we don't have those capabilities right now.
I mean,
there's a certain
I don't disagree with
transcribed
you.
American English speak.
American English speak.
I'm trying to think of words.
Do you want me to break out a word?
You're trying. No, he's trying to.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a shirt with a quote from that and have everybody wear it. Like, yeah, like you don't know where that came from.
You're talking about the AI conversion of speeches.
Yeah,
dude. We didn't even get to talk about AI writing a police report for Terminator 2.
Dude. Yeah, we'll get to it. We got it. We got time.
But I think that there's definitely a line that when you go and you swear or affirm to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and obey the orders of the President of the United States and the officers appointed over you. Like, if I was not in the military when COVID-19 happened, I didn't take the jab, but if I had still been a sergeant in the Army, I would have, because I'm a soldier.
Yeah.
That's my job.
Yeah.
That's what I said I would do. I have to do it.
I'm exposable.
Yeah.
Why would you join the infantry?
Yeah. I mean, how many other things did they inject into my body? It's just one more.
You remember that line in maps when you walk through it?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Dude, like we all
mine were old school. They were throwing, like, I can't say the words. They were throwing stuff across the room.
Dude, I mean, like, so I think that if you're in the United States military, nobody is telling you to strafe women and children or do anything that violates your conscience.
Under the same topic that we started with today, if they have information from being in meetings that things aren't as they are being portrayed to the American public, are they wrong for saying?
I think that the lawmakers that are advocating U.S. service members to use their own judgment.
That's wrong.
That is,
I agree.
But
if you're sitting in a meeting, like a police meeting, and you're listening to this, like, let's say a war plan versus like a search warrant plan, and you're looking at this going,
I've been there.
Yeah, this is fucked up. Like, this is wrong. We shouldn't be doing. But sitting in the room as a new guy and all that, and you're like, man, I can't. This doesn't sound right. Or you get that, the hair stands up in the back of your neck when you see the ops plan. Are they wrong for speaking up then?
Here's where cops have to, and government employees, whether you're a soldier, Marine, Air Force, or a police officer, if you work for the government is going to do harsh, swift actions is something that the government does not want to do because they have to answer to it.
Right.
So if there is a problem, they rely on people to do their dirty work, do their bidding, right? You know how many times as a cop, especially as a proactive unit, I was tasked to do something that the government could have easily put an end to. They could have said, we're enacting this to not have this, but they didn't want to do that. So they said on the back end, you guys are going to go do this. And it's violation. It's a violation of the Constitution. But no cops other than people like me go, the fuck are we doing, dude? This is wrong.
Yeah, I mean, and first of all, like, you can have an issue as an infantryman. Go, I really don't think we need to take this hill. I really don't think we need to clear this house
in a field environment as an individual small unit.
Yeah, but guess what? You're still going to go.
Correct, because when the E7 walks around the corner and says, get your ass in that fucking building.
Yeah,
you're going in the building.
You're gonna move out and draw fire. But as a police officer, this is where it differs, right? It differs because you're not enforcing your will upon another group of people. You're enforcing your will on Americans who are covered by the Constitution
and the statutes.
And you have a responsibility to the people and the law.
If you don't, but like he's saying, if you don't, in that briefing, if you don't speak up, boots on ground at Target is not the time anymore.
That's right.
It's hot.
That's
and
correct.
So therefore, you can't be like, well, I don't want to do that. And you got two guys inside and gunfire's going on. Now everything's out the fucking door.
You should have had that conversation And at the end of the day, and this is what most people do who are warriors, they go, I don't agree with this, but my buddies are going and I'm not letting them go by themselves. I'm going to go with them.
But just as people reached out to us to show their displeasure with what they really didn't hear, what they thought they heard, that is the same energy I'm asking you to keep in that room. When you hear that plan going down and you're like, man, this is fucked.
Yeah.
I've been there. I'm guilty of it. I admitted it in some of my Cobville episodes where I just sat there and was like, this is fucked, but I'm outnumbered 30-1.
Yeah.
If I say like, hey, that's a terrible idea, shut the fuck up. You know, you're not going to be well received. But that's, and I'm guilty of it. I can admit everything I've done wrong. And I try to be more outspoken now in these controversial topics because I want people to go, you know what? He's right. And I should say something. My wife's a perfect example of that. She is like the outspoken one right now that's saying this stuff is not right. And I can see it firsthand, like how these agencies and people messaging me like this is wrong. But if you say something, you are bullied, you are told to be quiet, you are targeted. That was more of what I was getting at with doing the right thing in those clips and doing the right thing.
Yeah.
When you hear that plan going down and you're like, oh man, we don't have enough manpower. We're short. There's people off. This guy's been saying crazy things. We should probably attack this a different way. If one person in that room doesn't feel good about it, and for the right reasons, it should be reassessed, re-talked about, not just, hey, we're going anyway.
Yeah.
That's the old mentality of just watching dudes get mowed down in the field. And we're just going to keep running at this machine gun that's going off and we're just going to keep getting killed.
And that's the question. It's the responsibility of first of all, like we've got so many fucking 80-year-olds up there running the goddamn country right now that they have no idea what they're doing. They have no connection with the real world or what it's really like. Yes, the chat is nuts about my hair.
All right, let's just address it. What kind of products do you use, Jimmy?
I use I need you to get ready to clip this. I use Johnny Slick's hair care products. It's a veteran-owned and operated company that's been in business for a very, very long time. And their products are amazing. They're all natural. They don't let your hair fall out like some of the products that you get from the stores that have like microplastics and everything else in it. These are all natural hair care products. But right now, I have no hair care product in my hair. I have a little rubber band.
I think Clint kicked it off with Jimmy's hair gel.
Yeah.
And then it went.
They were talking about the oil petroleum.
Yeah.
But that's where it was started. I use nothing. I use
it's blast proof.
Look at that.
I mean, look.
I can't see it because it's being whited out by the light.
Look at but I shave my head. I would have a little bit of a receding hairline there. I'll get you a call it.
We missed a super chat. Matt Curtis 261. Punta Gorda last week. 2 dudes with masks, open, carrying rifles, pistols, yelling on microphones, trying to make passers internet famous. Like, why, man? Yeah.
That's the extreme opposite of what that's clickbait. That's making videos, getting clipped. My knee's fucked up. That's making videos, but they're making money. It's capitalism at its finest.
Hey,
it's legal and it's capitalism.
Yeah.
Don't hate on their hustle. So
one thing I wanted to ask you guys about, mainly Jimmy, but you're also pretty knowledgeable. I see things and it's like that's old news, but Candace Owens and exposing the French president.
Yeah, Macron. Yeah.
Is it and there possibly was an assassination attempt out on her, and that government officials are made aware of this? That's
alleged.
Candace Owens is gone.
The start of the article said she's either batshit crazy or she's on point, but it's one of the two.
Yeah, it's I know the allegations, but first of all, I think if Mossad or the Israelis or the French wanted her dead, I think she'd be fucking dead.
She also made the wild accusation that Charlie Kirk was close to removing his support for the Jewish people, and that's why he was murdered. That's one she's standing hard on.
Yeah, that actually has some
there's text messages.
Yeah, there's text messages. There's people that were on Sean Ryan's show that have talked about like Charlie was kind of out. And here's the thing. Why did we everybody says we went into Iraq for oil. We didn't get any oil. We don't get any oil from Iraq. We still don't. Most of that oil, you know where it goes? Iran. Goes to Iran. the reason we went into Iraq, and I know CC's telling me to skip this topic, but
Why?
because we went into Iraq because it helped Israel.
Why do we got to skip it? It's. I mean, it's kind of like Mike saying the
We didn't go to the
whole.
moon.
No, he's saying the whole what used to be maybe a year or two ago, which social media did not allow you to talk about things, even talk about it, is now they're losing that battle because if they don't allow you to, guess what? That's going to make Rumble and Twitter even more, more prominent. X and Rumble right now are the free speech things, but everybody's already used to Instagram, Meta, YouTube, so it's kind of hard to no one wants to go learn a whole new thing, follow a bunch of new pages, get a new shows. But I think they realize if they continue to try to stop people from talking about things, they're going to lose them. So they kind of released it, and now people are openly talking about fucking Israel is bad news. Everything from 150 years ago to today, it's the biggest lie ever told to us.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Well, is it?
Don't leave me hanging, guys.
Is it true that people are saying it? Yes. Is it true that do they have some really credible evidence to go, hey, Israel, look, you can't sit here and look me in the eye and tell me that Israel has the best interest of the United States at heart. They don't. And why would they? They have the best interest of Israel at heart.
Why do we have such an invested interest in Israel? You lose religion.
Yeah. First of all, I mean, this is where Candace Owens started. She and Ben Shapiro have a problem. I got a problem with what Ben Shapiro says.
Yeah, I saw Tucker Carlson calling out.
Yeah, I mean, I got a serious problem with somebody telling me that the only reason I advocate for the United States to be strong is to support Israel. Go fuck yourself. I'm not sending my son. I'm not sending your sons. I'm not sending poor Lewis, who's probably going to catch an ass chewing later. I'm not sending them to die for Israel. I'm just not. And I have friends in Israel. I've been to Israel. I used to go to Israel from Iraq. Mike, you're making a face.
Good.
I'm
trying to. Go ahead.
Trying not to cook, or you waiting?
No, I'm trying to navigate it. trying to navigate it.
PC.
Yeah.
PC.
I mean, it's just.
Look. Israel cares.
I'm going to say is statistics.
Yes.
Statistics.
That I know. Okay. I know exactly where you're going. Yep. CC.
He did say live stream the ring feed. They're here.
So I thought it was a higher number, but
it doesn't matter. It's still a lot. The bottom line is Israel cares about Israel, and I don't have a problem with that.
Well, here's
because I care about the United States.
Here's the actual problem: is the way the way it confuses the average news consumer. Is that there's three things: there's Jewish people, there's Zionism, and then there's the state of Israel.
First of
all, those are all three separate things. We like to combine them, but it's all fucking fucked up and weird.
Here's where you got to start, right? And this starts at the pulpit, okay? Which again, we got to do it today. You told me to remind you. We got to do it. So, but it starts at the pulpit. Judeo-Christian is not a real thing. Jews and Christians, they don't coexist. They don't have similar ideologies.
No, they disagree on one big one.
They disagree on a big one,
a pretty big one,
and that is, who was Jesus? A Jew is going to tell you, a practicing Jew is going to tell you he was, and Ben Shapiro said this, he was a guy that tried to overthrow Rome and got killed for it by Rome. That's not what happened. That's not what Flavius Josephus says. That's not what any of the Roman historians of the time say. That's not what anybody except the people in the synagogue said, the people that Jesus didn't like. Jesus said some pretty radical stuff. The most radical of all was that he was the Son of God. So you can't say that Jews and Christians are alike. We're not. And I don't have to send my son to die for it, period. I had a conversation with people in the church, and when all of this stuff in Israel started, and they were like, we got to go. They're God's chosen people. No, they're not. No, they're not.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
What video is that? No, you're not.
Yes, it's a black dude.
Yeah, it's a meme everywhere. It's a meme everywhere. Yeah. Two things. I'm letting you guys cook. I got Ukraine on the phone, and we didn't get to him yet. He's ready. And
We had a video. How?
he's on the phone. He's good. And
I thought he pre-recorded.
This is one of the Ukraine guys. I don't know if it's the original one.
We have Gypsy. We have Crusade.
Before we move, what is Zelensky?
What?
Zelensky.
Zelensky
is
is
Jewish.
Is he?
Yes.
Ooh.
All right, you're on. Let's go. Ukraine. Hello.
Hey guys,
What's going on?
Wyatt again. Thanks for
Oh,
having me.
Wyatt.
Wyatt, you're alive. I was worried about you, bro.
Just a video update, but since you guys you're having technical problems, like okay, I'll
Not all of us are having those problems. Just
not allowed
Lewis.
to do
Just Lewis.
video where I am right now. Well, all right, yeah, Lewis. Lewis, it's your job to go crack one open for the boys for me. Trust me, you need the painkiller. You're gonna need it soon. Tyler, I feel your pain, and I suggest that you use a tube sock full of nickels for dealing with Lewis later. It'll leave less bruising.
Agreed.
But first note, I caught your video with the cop who parked on the train tracks. I used to be a railroader. Years back, I was running freight trains. Fuck that. Fuck them. They deserve every fucking thing that happens to them. No joke. If you got hit by one of our trains and you survived, you received a $200 trespassing ticket from the railroad police. If you got struck by a train and died, they sent it to your next of kin.
I like it.
Damn.
Okay.
So, fuck that cop. But Ukraine, I mean, that's what you want me to talk about. I've been a little bit out of touch. I'm doing some training stuff now. But what I do know is that down south, you've still got a lot of adverse weather. So there's a lot of movements happening back and forth. Neither side is being honest about what gains are being made. But probably in about a week, there's going to be some updates to the maps. Not that those matter much to any of us. We've also seen a bunch of increase and improvement in carrier drones, which both sides have been doing for a while. That's where you take one of like the big fixed-wing drones with a repeater, a radio repeater, and you can fly that thing 30 to 50 kilometers. And then there's FPV drones strapped to the wings that'll pop off, and with a fresh battery, can prosecute targets for a good half hour. So, yeah, it's just the next evolution that we're in. I'm not too happy about it. I really enjoyed running a Humvee in and out of the Badlands and saying, okay, I'm safe now. I'm far enough away. And now that's gone.
Yeah, that doesn't sound nice.
But in my last note, it's both surprising and completely unsurprising. Poly Market. You guys know Poly Market?
I watched the whole episode yesterday on it.
Folks.
Yes.
Yeah, they have set up the Deep State Live conflict map on their website, so you can now zoom in and start making bets on frontline movements.
Whoa.
So my insider tip to you is I suggest all of you guys go on there and put down $100 on me burning to death in a Humvee.
That's
You
sad,
won't be
man.
disappointed.
Is it that bad?
Is it that bad?
It depends on your exact location, but it is an area at risk. The longer you're in there,
Yeah.
Odds of probability are against you.
Yeah. We said
But a lot of the major roads, I don't know if you've seen the videos, they've started building these giant net tunnels with like fishing nets or tulip nets. The English, French, and Dutch have been donating shit tons of these nets that we can drape over the road.
Yeah, but they're attacking them with thermite from the drones.
Yeah. I mean, Wyatt, I've been where you are. In 2008, rolling around the city streets of Baghdad, waiting. Statistically, was as a lead truck gunner, I was going to die by EFP, and I kind of accepted it. And I feel for you, I really do. Very, very rarely have I ever been able to talk with somebody that has felt the same thing I felt, except you're feeling it today. So keep your head up, and I'm praying for you, bro.
Oh yeah, it got rough, and then it gets easier after a bit once you accept it. But I do think there is a lot of overlap psychologically between the FPV threat and the IED threat. I'm not smart enough to fully analyze it, but I do think there is like psychological damage caused by those two things.
Yeah.
Well, are you next Monday? We'll try to. If you can't do video because you're in training, we can definitely do this phone call thing again.
Hey, no worries. I'll do what I can.
All right, brother. Stay safe and let me know if you need anything.
Remember, Tube Sock, Nichols, Lewis.
All right, I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, later.
Oh man.
Yeah, I watched an actual show last night of all people. Anderson Cooper went over that whole Poly Market. The founder, some kid dropped out of one of those Ivy League schools, was down on his luck, and he designed it. Now you can literally bet on where the line will be for the war.
That's insane.
You buy shares. It's all legal. The government can't do nothing, and you can buy shares in what there's 10,000 different questions on Poly Market that you can buy into. Like who will be the nomination?
I don't
for
even know
president.
what Poly Market
It's just a website. You go to it, you literally put your credit card in, and you go and say who will be the #1 Spotify artist at the end of the year.
That's it. Oh, you've talked about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's different ones. It's Kashi and there's Poly Market. They were doing one on Poly Market, but you can bet on the line, where the line will be for Russia and Ukraine, who will be this, who will be that. There was a bet on the Pope, and people get inside information on that stuff and are making lots of money. Like the guy who bet on the Pope that took over was way underdog, and somehow this guy knew, and he won like $250,000 on correctly picking the Pope.
What I was going to ask before Ukraine called is we're going back to Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. So after this, we'll get the verse of the day. But what do you tell people when they ask? Because a lot of people like convert, like when you're trying to spread the word of Christianity and spread the word of Jesus. I've been asked this twice actually, and they're like, why is it only Jesus? And now we're never supposed to believe a guy like David Koresh, or people that are mentally ill that try to convince and are successful at convincing a small population that they are the new Messiah. What do you tell those people? And how do you convince them that Jesus was the only one and will only be the only one until he comes back?
Well, first of all, what was Jesus's ministry about? Was it about, I mean, you could say, well, it was about him being the Son of God. Okay, fair enough. But what was he telling you to do? Was he telling you to, worship him and, go out there and make sure that everybody knows that I'm the guy so that I can have more power? No. Were you doing like David Koresh, where it was like, hey, make sure that all 3 of these hot chicks are now my wives? I know that. Like,
Jesus was about God.
Yeah, Jesus was about.
He went through the worst conditions to spread that message.
And look, I mean, he went to the cast of the deadliest catch, Galilee, to get his disciples. And then what did he tell them? Hey, love each other. Hey, follow the law. Hey, care about people who don't like you. Like, be kind to each other. Like, these are the things that. Oh, and by the way, the people that are in power that say like, oh, I know about. This is the way we have to do things. This is the way you should be doing it. They do all of the outward stuff. We've all seen them. We've all been in those churches where you see the people that love to pray and worship the Lord and raise their hands and close their eyes. And you go, yeah, but you're a shit human.
Yeah.
You're a shit human. And that's why people have so many problems with the church.
Yeah.
Because they look at that and they go, it's not even real. How can you tell me?
Or people that have very, very big platforms that say I'm Christian, and you look at them and you're like, God, man, you're an awful human being.
You ever seen the Righteous Gemstones?
I love that show.
I mean, like Baby Billy, my favorite, right? Why? Because I'm selfless, and I want to heal as many people as the good Lord lets me.
Are you high right now, Billy?
Go outside, nerd. But I mean, like that. It's funny because it's real. We've seen that stuff. The real Christ, first of all, there's a lot of people out there that want you to think that it's gentle Jesus, meek and mild. That's not who he was. He was a bad motherfucker. You don't get a bunch of fishermen to follow you because you're a soft, effeminate quarter zip with a little mic pinned to your lapel. That's not how Jesus operated. He was a hard dude. He lived through hard times. By the way, if you don't know this, probably wasn't a carpenter. I've been to the desert. I know you've been to the desert. Did you see many trees there in the desert?
Oh, so you're saying they don't have wood?
Yeah, they don't have a lot of wood. There's probably a stonemason. If there's one person you don't fuck with on a construction site, it's the concrete guys. They're pretty badass dudes.
And I'm not well versed in this area. I do believe in God and believe in Jesus.
I know you do.
And Tom DeBlass is a big guy in the BJJ world, but he's a very good Christian. And when you talk about, everybody chalks up to the crucifixion. That was the easiest part of what Jesus went through that day.
Yeah.
And that leading up to that. When you actually read what they did to him, and they whipped him till his body
bones were showing.
His bones were showing, and he continued. Then they made him carry the cross or attempt to. What he went through was the most painful thing you could probably read. I read every word of it. It's brutal. It's brutal to think that a human being, when he got up to what is supposed to be the worst part of the day, which is the crucifixion, that was actually probably the easiest part of what he went through leading up to that point. And you read that and then take it for whatever you want to take it. But if you follow the words and the belief in them, in that, you will be a good human being. I'm not asking you to go to church. I'm not asking you to take up your Sunday. You do it however you want to do it. But if you follow that mindset and those words, you will inherently be a good person, good contributor to society, and overall
and treat people
correct. And we're all gonna fall off that train at some point. Hey. I'm gonna yell at Jimmy. Jimmy's gonna yell at me.
I'm probably gonna get drunk.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, you're not. Never in a million years. You're a great person. A little better when you're sober, but I like drunk Jimmy too. We can go both ways. But at the end of the day, you're a good-hearted person, and that, I think, is the most important message that comes from any of that. And that's where the leeway to believe what you want, but you can't believe something that brings violence or terrible things into our country.
Yeah.
Worship who you want, pray to whatever direction you want to pray. But this country was founded on God and Jesus, and that's what we're going to stand by. And that gives you the right to do whatever you want to do, but be a good person however you do it.
That is a biblical principle, by the way. If God wanted automatons who just worshiped him, and he would have made that, what he did was he gave us free will. He wanted us to choose. Correct. And that's really what we're saying here in the United States. You can do what you want, but you really should take a look at this Jesus guy.
And if you're not, you still, just like the laws of our country, that's what we're going to do. So don't try to overtake what our country was founded on. Do your own thing, but the mass is doing it this way, and respect that. And we'll respect what you're doing. Yeah. You respect what we're doing, and we can all get along.
And if you don't, we can pretty much just assume you're the enemy of God.
Correct. Yeah.
We keep getting off track. What is the verse of the day?
So the verse of the day, if you guys want to go with me, all right, is, I gave it to you and I had it pulled up. Yeah.
At least we don't have to hear it.
So
we can read it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is good. It's John chapter 16, verse 33. And I've told you all of these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world.
Layman's terms. Break down.
Jesus is basically saying, this is right.
Is that in red in the Bible?
Yes. Okay. That is a quote from Messiah. So it starts in chapter 15. This is I'm the vine and you are the branches. Anyone that resides in me, you know, and I can go back into that, but that's where it starts. And he's basically laying out, he's giving his, hey, this is what the world is like. This is why you're believing in me. This is the stuff that's going to help you. And the last thing that he's saying is, because he's told them, like, hey, it's going to be tough. There's going to be some really hard times. There's going to be some really bad stuff that's going to happen. There's going to be people who think that they are doing God a service by dragging you into court and suing you. There are going to be people, and I'm not saying that because Rob O'Neill is suing us. I'm saying that's what Jesus was talking about. It just so happens that Rob is suing us. But he also goes a step further and says, hey, there's going to be people who think that killing you is doing a service to God. Like, that's how bad it's going to get. And I have told you all of these things so that you may have peace. You're going to know, like, hey, this stuff is going to happen. Tyler, we're not going to have sound when we should. There's going to be some terrible days that are coming. Of all the things, that's pretty small. This is way worse. This is way worse. And you're gonna look around and go, why do all these shitty humans have all of it good? And here I am busting my ass, trying to serve the Messiah, and I am struggling. Why? I mean, my big thing was, and this is why I brought it up. I thought I was coming onto the show to do a cool podcast with military and cops. Like, that's what I thought. And I ended up in a war zone. And I went,
that was just me and you.
That was just me and Mike, right? But I went, Lord, why is this happening, man? Like, this isn't what I wanted to do. But that's like, why is this happening to me? I'm trying to serve you. I'm trying to do this stuff. But I have told you so that you may have peace. In this world, you will have trouble. There's gonna be some shitty days, guys. But don't worry. Take heart. I've overcome the world. I've already fixed this. Is not the problem you need to be worrying about. Yeah, people are going to drag you into court. People are going to try and kill you. You are going to suffer for my sake. That's what's going to happen. Take heart. I've overcome the world. Don't worry about it.
We got a text from a longtime listener, John, who said, love you guys are talking about Jesus. Keep up the good work. Stay the course.
Yeah.
So
it's a course full of brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. That's why we built a brick wall, because, dude, it is. It's so easy to. Well, I will say this. When a lot of people peak too early, and it could be, I mean, look at the guys in high school that peak too early. Just go back to that generic thing.
Mm-hmm.
You peak early. Are any of them successful anymore?
Yeah.
No.
The high school quarterback, where did he go?
He fucking killed himself.
Yeah.
15 years ago. Right? The coolest dude in the school, had everybody all over his nuts. Peaked too early, hit adulthood, went to college, everything was normal, wasn't used to it, hit adulthood with the same mindset, I'm number one, peaked too early. That is what also happens in our profession, is that you peak too early, and you pray for people like that, because we are taking the long, hard road.
That's a human thing. Like, I have kids that are in their mid-20s, and when they're like, that's over, I'm done, and I laugh, and I'm like, I didn't even start living the right way till I was 38.
Yeah.
38 was the age where it all came together, and I started the path to where I am right now. So when I see people in their 20s, I'm struggling. I'm like, bro, you got a lot of time and a lot of work left. There's a lot more bad things that are coming. Like, it ain't easy, but when you stay the course and you believe in yourself and you believe in God and you do the right things, it comes. And some guys, you're right. Some guys peak at 20. Some guys become millionaires at 20.
Yeah.
Some have to be 49 and old with a gray beard till they're finally comfortable. It took me a long time to get to where I am right now. So when even my own children, I laugh. I'm like, oh yeah, your life's over. You're 25 and your bill's late, or this is wrong. Oh yeah, you're really, you're out there. So you're right. It's a constant focus and battle to continue to do the right thing, and it will come. But everybody's journey is different. Everybody's plan is different. But if you continue to do the right things, you will be rewarded. And it may be when you get to go spend eternal peace with God. That may be that's a good reward. That's a really good reward for doing the right thing. I mean, maybe it struggles, your whole life struggles here, but you have a really neat plan when it's over.
And we don't know the plan. We can't know the plan.
Well, let me ask you guys this, because I've always thought this. I just said it really bad. When you're a man, life sucks, you work hard, then you die.
Yep.
And Red Form, it said something like that 70s show.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of being a man. Andrew Tate actually said it in an interview. He's like, when you're a man, everything fucking sucks. You don't look forward to anything. There's nothing good in life that you're going to go, oh, this is so much fun. Your kids will see it. Your wife will see it. He's like, you can fucking take your wife on a fucking trip, and she's going to be like, oh my God, I'm doing something I've never, as a man, you don't get to enjoy any of those feelings anymore, because all you're doing is providing and working, and then you die. But I really feel like that's our purpose. And I'm not trying to say like don't have fun, but I feel like when you hit those points in your life where you're like, man, it's usually in your 30s, you're like, everything I'm doing is wrong. It's all self-serving.
Yep.
I need to be in the gym, getting it done, sweating, doing workouts that physically pain me, so that way I can train my body to go to war every single day. And I go to war with every single person other than a close circle.
Mm-hmm.
You guys all being a part of, I'm telling you, I can count on two hands the number of people that I would trust and most of them are in this room right now.
Yeah.
And obviously my wife and stuff like that. But it's just this weird thing that you said, like it all clicks. And,
And the other thing is not criminal or bad behavior, but mistakes are very important. My TikTok mistake was looking back, was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Like going down that road and being lost, completely lost, 42 years old, 43, somewhere in there, 5 years ago, about lost, got it all together, and then had another hiccup and being completely lost. When somebody tried to throw it in my face yesterday, posted a story of someone that, like you did to me, but in a malicious way. And I laughed, and I'm like, I am so glad that happened to me. I'm so glad that I lost my path again to go get it back together.
Yeah.
Get it back together. I didn't do anything. I didn't rob a bank. I didn't hurt anybody. I hurt myself. But to get it back together again and go, I'm glad I had that bad experience, to respect these good decisions more and be able to give people those same life lessons and advice, whether you want it or not. I've lived about 12 different lives.
I mean, here's the thing, you know, the evil one is working against you when people, all they have is that. That's it. All the goods you do, they were sent here. They're being influenced by, the devil himself to naysay, and all of the good that you do and try to do. That's the one thing they got. So they're going to throw it.
I love it because now that I'm on a public platform, all the years of being, he's a crooked cop, he's a blah, blah, blah. Here I am. Everybody can see me. Where's the messages? Where's the evidence? Where's all these things? Now I'm in a public place. All those bullshit rumors and all those things people said about me to harm me. Here I am. And what do you have? What I've publicly displayed, my own idiocracy, and what I've put out for myself is I was a moron on social media, and I was self-serving. I was going through a crisis, and I recovered, got better. That's what gets thrown in my face, and I love it.
Yeah, that's all they got.
Bring it. That's all you got over 23 years of a career. That's what the worst. That's not. That's not terrible.
Me and Jimmy talk all the time. The people, when you're a Christian, or you've accepted Jesus later in life, or you're just trying to be better, the first thing they throw at you is, "Oh, Mr. Christian, I saw you, drinking or doing drugs or living a life of debauchery. And now you're gonna tell me to be a better Christian?"
Here's the thing. You know who that reminds me of? The Pharisees, the guys that Jesus was constantly arguing with. Why are you hanging around all these sinners and people that get drunk and former prostitutes and these rough ass fishermen who have fist fights and get in trouble with the Romans all the time, the local law enforcement, right? Why are you hanging around those guys? Well, it's not the well that need a doctor, it's the sick. And you're telling me you're good to go, so clearly you don't need it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna, if you want to go ahead and judge them, by the way, you go ahead. It seems like they at least can realize the error of their ways and are like trying to make a difference, trying to get on a different path. The best things that ever happened to me are when I ran into a fucking brick wall and I went, this is not the right path.
And that's where I argue all the time that you can't, like law enforcement and to me counseling, you can't sit in a classroom or learn those things. You have to have real life experience that allows you. And people say, like you said, you Jimmy, you did all this wrong, and Mike, you did this, and Tyler, you did that. Yeah, we recovered. We're good people. I don't care what anybody says. Very good people in this room. Lewis, the sound's off. I don't know about you, but Lewis is good too. But at the end of the day, good people with a good with life experience that have made mistakes. Now, some mistakes obviously are way worse. You go to jail, you go to prison. Not those mistakes, but made mistakes, recovered, and try to help people not do the same thing. And when somebody is in one of those crises mistakes, we are there to listen and help and try to guide them through those mistakes. And that's what life experience and this brings to this show. Like, everybody's got a different path, but all of us been down in the dumps and all of us have been back to the top. And it takes those times to go, well, I'm just perfect. These guys in the comments, these fake people, they'll never display or talk about their failures. They're just perfect. I don't want to be around a perfect person. I want to be around somebody who's lived life, made mistakes, recovered, and knows what it's like to drag yourself from the bottom back to the top. Those are the guys I want to be around.
And they're all faceless. Like the guy that was commenting on something, and of course I went and checked out his Instagram. One fucking photo of a black face. Like
my new thing is when these guys start in the DMs and all that, I literally walk in the studio, I click StreamYard, I get a stream going, and I DM them the link. And I'm like, let's talk face to face like men. Let's talk. I want to hear your bad things about me, but you're not going to do it from 0 followers without putting your name out there. You're going to do it like a man. You're going to come out and say it.
This
to my
number's
face.
been pinned up here for 45 minutes. Not one person.
Well, everybody I think is pretty much.
Well, yeah, but the people that come in,
Yeah,
they see that. They're like, I'm out of my wits end. I did what I could. I tried to come into this chat. I tried to do damage. I tried to take people away from what they're preaching and all this. I tried to go in there and do what I could. I'm out now. Yeah. I'm not what do they call it? Disruptor.
Yeah,
I'm a disruptor. That's what I want to go do.
Yeah, you're a troll. You're just a troll.
And you know what? I'm gonna sound like my wife, but they're disruptor. If you're out there trying to literally do good and make no money from doing good and helping people and giving them news and entertainment, and that's all you're set out to do, and people are still wanting to end it, there's something else behind that. They're sad people, they're influenced people, and I pray for them.
Yeah, well,
I want to fight them, but I also pray for them.
I think that that kind of tells you exactly where you're at, right? Like if you're over here like, hey, I'm trying to do good, and I am getting a lot of flack for it. I must be over the target. I must be on the right track. The first day I was ever on the show was you and me and Jimmy Watson.
No, it was you, me, and fucking Billy Queen.
Yeah. No, the first day that I was officially,
I got you.
Right, was you and me and Jimmy Watson. And we were talking about Charlie Kirk. And I said, I want the enemy to hate me that much.
Yeah, if you're not the devil don't fuck with people that aren't, doing something wrong.
4 months later, I got hit with a $25 million lawsuit from a guy that wants to shut me the fuck up.
Yeah.
Why do you want me to shut up, Rob?
Jimmy, cooking, get him.
Why?
Get him. Parking lot.
There's
a parking lot out there.
What is it that you think I'm going to tell people? Do you think that I might actually have something to say that you want so bad for me to shut the fuck up that you added me into a lawsuit that I didn't need to be in because I hurt your fucking feelings allegedly? Why do you want me to be quiet, Rob?
So before we end this, I just want to give a shout out to somebody took the time, don't know if they're nefarious or if they're friend, took the time to make a YouTube Derek Chauvin 25, and only his comments are,
I know, I've seen it.
Do you take collect calls? One was, I'm in a, we were talking about
I'm in a double wide cell.
I'm in a double wide cell. Like playing full on character.
We didn't get to Clint. We definitely can't get to him at this point.
Nah, we'll have to do Clint.
You'll Thursday. What I would like to say to Clint, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Clint.
Clint, I'm sorry we didn't get to you, but happy 50th birthday. We appreciate everything you do for us, all the calls. I apologize. We got very religious and serious, and we kind of
I don't hate it. I love it.
We ran out of time for Clint. Clint is very important to us, though. We will get you
Look
on
at us. You
Thursday.
forced us to talk and have good conversation, Lewis. That's why, that's why the video and audio went out.
What you intended for evil, I intended for good.
Yeah, we were all
No,
mad.
today is not his birthday. We didn't big league him on his birthday, but we're wishing him happy birthday.
Yeah, on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have him on Thursday.
Yeah, we can do that.
Post birthday.
Yeah,
Post birthday.
So you can tell us what he got for his birthday.
I got one for you.
I was in the gov.
All right, guys, that's it. That is it for today's show. Thank you so much for staying on. Thank you so much for staying active. We love everybody, and we couldn't do this without you guys. And we will see you Thursday.
JV team for life.